Ghana, a country of Western Africa situated on the coast of the Gulf of Guinea. Ghana is one of the leading countries in Africa, partly because of its considerable natural wealth and partly because it was the first Black African country of the Sahara to achieve independence from colonial rule. Ghana is also celebrated for its rich history, its habitation possibly dating from 10,000 BCE, and a fascinating repository of cultural heritage. Formerly known as the Gold Coast, Ghana gained independence from Britain in 1957 and became the first sub-Saharan nation to break free from colonial rule. Gold, cocoa, and more recently oil formed the cornerstone of Ghana's economy and have helped fuel an economic boom. With a population close to 32 million people, Ghana remains one of the prides of Africa, promoting freedom and justice at every turn. In 2019, Ghana had the fastest growing economy in Africa. For any country with a history of economic ups and downs, this is a great achievement. But how did Ghana get it right? Join me on this journey as we journey to Ghana and take an in-depth look on this great and beautiful country that lies on the coast of West Africa. This is Ghana's story. Ever wondered whose jollof rice tastes better? Charlie, this and many more we will be dissecting in this video.
Say Ghana.
Ghana.
When he finished, I asked him that question. I said, so between Ghana and Nigerian jollof, which one is better? And he looked at me and said to me, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Efe and I make videos on beauty, lifestyle, vlogs, and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to be introducing the travel series, which basically talks about countries in Africa that I've visited or are on my list to visit within the next few years. Today we're going to be talking about Ghana. Now Ghana has been, will I call it trending for a while now. Now I'm not about that whole business of comparing one country to another. That's not what we're doing here today. So we're just basically joining in the conversation on why Ghana has been on a lot of people's lips, especially Nigerians, or Nigerians to be talking about the progress and infrastructure currently happening in Ghana. So Ghana has a very interesting and rich history. This is something a lot of people don't talk about, the rich culture of Ghana. The name Ghana actually means warrior king. Ghana also played a part in the distribution of slaves, where the Portuguese arrived at the Ghanaian ports in 1471. Ghana was formerly known as Gold Coast, and it was the center for transatlantic slave trade back in 1471. Things I personally loved about Ghana is the food, the kenke and fish that we used to try in my dad's friend's house, who was Ghanaian, but he lived in Nigeria at the time. I also loved the kente clothes that they have. Now, Ghana also thrives in the world's production of cocoa. They basically are the second largest exporters of cocoa on the planet. Now, the name Gold Coast, interestingly enough, stemmed from the fact that Ghana is the second largest producer of gold in Africa. Now, before Ghana gained its independence in 1957, it was called Gold Coast because of the amount of gold that was freely found along the banks of the rivers of and Volta. English and Akan are the two most spoken languages in the country, but Ghanaians still speak over 40 languages across its 10 regions within the country. Now, there are elements about Ghana that just warms the heart of a lot of people, and we're going to be talking about top 5 things about Ghana that just literally is on everyone's lips at the moment. We're going to be also talking about the controversial Nigerian and Ghanaian jollof rice, and I'm going to be telling you which is better. We're going to start by talking about the people. Now, the people of Ghana are very friendly. They are very peaceable people. I think a lot of people have keyed and have noticed this about Ghanaians in general, in their mannerisms, in the way they speak, and in the way they communicate. I had a couple of Ghanaian teachers back in the day, and I could tell there was a distinct difference between my Ghanaian teachers and my Nigerian teachers. Again, as I said, we're not in this to compare, but what I noticed about my Ghanaian teachers were they were calmer, slightly softer spoken. One thing I love about Ghana is the peaceable nature of the people. It's something that each and every one of us, regardless of our country, we can sort of emulate. Being a peaceable person actually pays more than being dramatic and overly over the top, overly animated, talking with loud, raised voices. We can learn something from that because I said earlier, my husband is from Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe and Ghana have a special relationship. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. Again, we're going to be talking about that in my subsequent travel series videos. But one thing that I took away from what he had told me about the history of Ghana and Zimbabwe is the fact that they came together as one through love and all of that. I know you're curious. I'm not going to tell you now. Now, when a country has peaceable people, what do you think happens? Of course, the country will be peaceable because people are the vehicles that rule and run countries. So if a peoples are peaceful in nature, then obviously the country will be a peaceful place to be because it starts and stems from the mentality of people. That is the learned behavior that basically is a catalyst. Now, Ghana is known as the 4th most peaceful country in Africa. And I think that is something to actually raise your brows over because they are actually known for the peaceable nature they exhibit. If we are peaceable in nature, then obviously our environment, our children, our legacy will be more peaceable in nature. Now, the security is coming on the back foot of Ghana being a peaceable country. Ghana has been noted for actually having quite stable security, where crime rates are not high. A friend of mine who's from Ghana had actually said to me once, so basically she had said to me at the time that Ghana has quite a low crime rate, that if you mistakenly forget to lock up properly after yourself, that when you come back, your stuff, everything is still intact. She also took it further and said that if you go out really late in the night, that you wouldn't have the fear of being jacked up or being robbed and all of that. And it was quite strange. If you mistakenly leave your door open, my dear, please, as you are coming back home, pass through the electronics store to buy replacements for most of these items. Obviously, that's a bit exaggerated. But obviously, like in certain areas, if you forget to lock up properly, then you might actually cry because you might have your items nicked within the twinkle of an eye. That made me quite intrigued, and it further drove my interest in Ghana as a country. Nobody wants to walk around feeling like they have to look over their shoulders. One of the things that actually has driven a lot of Nigerians away from home is the fact that the security level here is topsy-turvy. I mean topsy-turvy. 1 minute it seems stable, and then the next it just basically escalates out of control to the point where you're literally looking for places to run to. And there's nothing worse than, having a people run into countries where they're not wanted. Nigeria does have a bit of way to go in terms of stabilizing security for its people, but we're talking about Ghana today, so let's not digress. The security in Ghana is really quite impressive because year in, year out, this has been sort of maintained on a certain level where it's not as volatile as some other countries within the continent. It's made literally like hundreds of people relocate or look into Ghana as a country of interest for possible relocation. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is the economy of Ghana. This again has been quite stable over the past few years. Now, Ghana's current population stands at 30.8 million. So they basically recorded an increase of 6.1 million from the last census count. Now, obviously, this would have some sort of impact on their economy. But at the moment, Ghana's economy has been quite stable and quite an advanced infrastructure in Africa. The country's water, electricity, and mobile network infrastructure is actually quite impressive, and it has progressed quite a bit over the last couple of decades. I guess this is also one of the reasons why we have a lot of Nigerians talking about Ghana in general. The provision of basic social amenities in the country. For instance, we're going to be talking about the electricity in Ghana. The electricity in Ghana is quite good when you compare it to various other countries in Africa. It's quite stable, and the need for getting generators and alternative means of power supply is low compared to other countries. And this also has an impact on businesses like SMEs and entrepreneurs, because basically when you factor in the cost of providing your own private electricity supply, this can have a devastating effect on SMEs, and this can hinder their growth. So this is really such a good thing that Ghana has, which basically helps to increase the contribution that the SMEs are currently making to the country. And this is something that is needed for every economy to thrive. The fact that a country would provide amenities to empower the people to be able to stand on their own, not just stand on their own, but take it further by being able to empower others within the community. So the electricity is quite amazing. It doesn't just stop at the fact that, oh, there's power and you can enjoy the power supply. But if you look at it from an economic standpoint, this actually helps to drive the economy, to drive the country towards a richer and more positive goal. Now, this brings us to, again, another amenity that Ghana is leading the way on, and it is good roads. Good roads is so important to have. I mean, do you know how frustrating it is for you to get from point A to point B and you double your travel time by 2 or 3 times because you are saddled with traveling on a bad road? Do you know how many accidents have happened because of bad roads? Do you know how many lives have been lost because of bad roads and poor network infrastructure? That is so, so bad. And it's something that we actually hail Ghana for. Having a lot of potholes on the road is actually a hazard, not only for the accidents, which is absolutely crazy. Robbers can actually use these potholes as a way to rob people, because they know that people would be slowing down. There would be a little bit more activity on that area where people are slowing down and people are trying to go over this bad roads carefully. And once that happens, there's an opportunity which they jump into. So having good roads is just something that every economy needs to have. It's not something that the government does as a favor to the people. The people are actually entitled to being able to commute from one place to the other without sweating or having palpitations. So Ghana's good roads is something that we're definitely one of the things that I am loving about the country. Now we're moving towards the food. The food has been quite controversial. One of the things that drives a lot of people to travel to certain destinations is the food. Food is actually such a huge culture, and food tells us a lot about the people and their palate and all of that. The food culture in Ghana is so amazing. I've tasted quite a few of their dishes, and it's so good to the point where I actually want to learn how to make it on my own. Now, banku and tilapia, kenke and fish, and also the fufu there is slightly different from the fufu we have here. And the controversial Ghana and Nigeria jollof rice. So I'm going to tell you something about Ghanaian jollof rice, right? So as I said, my husband went to Ghana alone because I couldn't travel at the time. And he came back and he said something about the jollof rice, right? He went to a restaurant and he said he had the most amazing tasting jollof rice, that the rice separated from each other. He is so pedantic that the color of the jollof and that the flavor was something that he hadn't quite tasted and experienced. So as he was narrating this jollof rice, I was boiling inside. I was waiting for him to land. I said, what else? And he kept talking, went on and on about the rice. And I was just leaving him to talk. Speak with your mind about the rice. When he finished, I asked him that question. I said, so between Ghana and Nigerian jollof, which one is better? You see, this is the part where, oh my gosh, this is the part where it gets dramatic, with a lot of music swelling and all of that. And he looked at me and said to me, yes, silence. I will not give you the answer of what you said. Yes, because that one can cause another civil war. About which jollof rice is better, but I would not slag off and say Ghana jollof is better than Nigerian, or Senegalese jollof is better than Nigerian, or Nigerian jollof is better than. I would just say we all have different ways of cooking this jollof rice. I think what we can agree on as West Africans is we love jollof rice, right? So each culture cooks their jollof rice in a slightly different way than the other. And this gives you a different taste, a different texture, a different flavor, and all of that. So nobody wins today. Sorry, don't be angry, but nobody wins in this jollof rice war. Even if you want to win, you can go and win elsewhere, not here. Here we are just all about the positive vibes and looking for the good in countries. Each country has its own advantages and disadvantages. And as I said, during the travel series, we're going to be discovering my take on certain countries that I've visited personally and the ones I hope to visit. I love markets. The market is where you get the feel of the local people. When you go to the market, it gives you a deeper sense of its people and understanding its people. So the Kumasi market is a market I definitely would hunker down to visit while I'm in Ghana, because they're obviously not only with the fact that you can get the local clothing of the country, you can also taste the local delicacies cooked by the locals, which makes it even more authentic in flavor, more authentic and original in the ingredients. You get to eat it inside the leaf, you know what I'm saying? That whole local feel. So these are the reasons why we are loving on Ghana. These are the reasons why we're talking about Ghana a lot. And these are the reasons why we are appreciating Ghana as a country. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it has tantalized your taste buds on Ghana, on visiting it, and if you visited it before, on visiting it again, or just basically appreciating them from wherever you are. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a like and definitely consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as part of the family. We'd love to have you as part of the travel series.